Yo, 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 guys, it's Joe with Tic Tac Go. Sorry it's been a while. Going to do a massive update today. Some TTM returns, some in person graphing at Comerica Park, a couple of purchases, and last but not least, and long overdue, we are going to do a giveaway. And I'm going to name two winners today, so pretty excited for that. So stay tuned, stay to the end of the video. If you've been answering some of my interactive questions in the previous videos, then you had earned some entries into this giveaway. So stay tuned, tune in, and let's find out who our winners are. All right, so first thing we're going to review here is a private signing that I had submitted to quite some time ago. Got this stuff back not too long ago here. And it is none other than Big Daddy himself, Mr. Cecil Fielder, former Detroit Tiger, powerful first baseman, known for hitting more than 50 home runs in a season, and also known for actually taking a home run and hitting it outside of Tiger Stadium. So pretty cool. Some really nice signed Cecil Fielder cards here. Different years, different brands. All of these turned out perfect. So shout out to the promoter who got these done. Did a great job with this. Pretty much sets me up for all of my major Cecil Fielder cards. Turned out great. And again, one of the great first basemen here in Motown, known in the 90s through one of the biggest power hitters that we had. Obviously his son, Prince. Prince Fielder came to Detroit for a couple of seasons. Did not work out oh so well here in Detroit. But yeah, we love Big Daddy here in Motown, and an awesome return here from this private signing. All right, so next we have some in-person successes from some previous Tigers games that I've been going throughout the season. Craig Monroe, he was part of the '06 Detroit Tigers that went to the World Series. Unfortunately, lost to the St. Louis Cardinals in 5 games. And none other than Mr. Dan Petrie himself, a.k.a. Peaches, 84 World Series champion on the 84 Tigers that beat the Padres. But both of these guys work on TV and broadcasting for Bally Sports. Both are awesome signers, very fan-friendly and fan favorites. And these turned out really nice here, signed in blue. Two of my favorite guys to chat it up with here at the ballpark, and some great additions to what we've been getting this summer. All right, so this one was actually a through-the-mail success, and it is none other than Chicago White Sox former pitcher, Mr. Wilson Alvarez. I doubled up here on the top loader, so I had gotten 2 signed cards from him. Was really good success. I saw that he had started signing again this past spring into the early summer. Took a little while to get back, but man, he signed him really nicely here, came back. Beautifully signed, was a keystone of those White Sox teams in the 90s. I also remember him from a brief stint with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays when they just first came into the league. I think it was 1998 in Tampa Bay as one of the expansion teams, and he was I believe the first starting pitcher for that inaugural season at Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay. So really cool here, 2 of 2, Mr. Wilson Alvarez. So thank you so much for signing for me through the mail, and a great addition. Did not have him previous in the collection, so can cross him off my list. All right, so this one was via a private signing, and probably one of my biggest private signing returns to date. It is none other than Mr. Shortstop himself, Mr. Red Sox, Nomar Garciaparra. Always had one of the most renowned batting stances and preparatory things in the batter's box, with adjusting his batting gloves, a little bit of a kick of the heels, and just a really good overall shortstop. Definitely ranks up there with A-Rod, some of the other premier shortstops, Cal Ripken Jr., some of those guys in the 90s, and as they finished up their career. But awesome defensive player, awesome offensively as well. Definitely pulled some and provided some pop to the Red Sox lineup. Wasn't as big of a fan when he went to LA and kind of finished his career there, but he'll always be one of those core Red Sox guys for me that I grew up watching in the 90s. So got 3 total autographs here, 2 signed cards, and obviously the nice signed ball here, 1997 AL Rookie of the Year. So cool inscription on that ball. And just a really great job on this private signing. These came back beautifully signed, well preserved, protected, and shipped the right way. So props out to the promoter on this one. Definitely very, very happy with these returns. Really excited to add another Hometown Heroes card. This has kind of been one of the mini sets that I've been enjoying to collect with a lot of the guys from the past, and this one looks awesome here in blue. So get to add this one to the collection. We'll probably eventually send these off to PSA DNA, get them slabbed and authenticated. But this is one of my favorite returns of all of this summer so far, guys. Mr. Nomar Garciaparra himself. Just a bit outside, Mr. Bob Uecker himself. And guys, for some folks that don't know, Ukes played, for the Brewers. He played in the major leagues, announced as well. He's most well known for his starring role in Major League, the story of the Cleveland Indians, kind of going back to relevancy as one of the main broadcasters. Was really cool and got this in a trade with my buddy, Max Wheeler. So if you guys have not checked out Max's channel, it's called Max's Corner, and it's an awesome channel. Max does an awesome job getting some in-person autographs, getting some of the really big names in the game. This is one of the cool things about YouTube, right? You connect with fellow YouTubers, fellow collectors, and just kind of really cool to follow them on their journeys to see what they've been getting in their inboxes, what they've been getting in person, or purchases or additions to their collection. So had set up a trade here with Max to acquire this Bob Uecker piece that I needed. Did not have anything from Mr. Uecker in my collection. And look at that. Max even threw in a personally signed card from himself as well, which is really, really cool here. His rookie card and a custom Topps design. So thank you very much, Max. And again, guys, I'll drop the link here in the description. But check out Max's Corner. Awesome channel around autographs, TTM, in person, lots of great stuff coming out of Wisconsin, the Milwaukee area. So shout out to Max, and thank you so much for this awesome trade. All right, when you see Baton Rouge on the return envelope, it must be Will the Thrill Clark himself, and another Hometown Heroes signed card. For those of you guys that may have remembered, I did a TTM return video probably a couple months back with Mr. Clark's new letter and new request for donation, just due to the amount of fan mail that he had been receiving. And he's been awesome about signing through the mail for many, many, many years. So did not have any issue whatsoever donating to his charity. $20 per signed card, and was able to add Will the Thrill himself to this awesome Hometown Heroes card. Really turned out nicely here. A huge cornerstone part of the Giants for many, many years, and a great piece to add to the set as well as to my overall collection. So none other than himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Will the Thrill Clark. All right, so there was a little bit of Tigers history this season, and that happened on May 18th in Seattle. Mr. Spencer Turnbull himself, and I acquired this at the ballpark at Comerica Park. They had a number of these left over from the game in Seattle, so they've been authenticated and signed with the inscription "No Hitter." Mr. Spencer Turnbull's first career no-no. Unfortunately, and scarily enough, he's had to have Tommy John surgery shortly after this no-hitter. So probably out, definitely out the rest of this year. Possibly may miss all of next season as well. So fingers crossed, prayers out to you, Spence. Hopefully you get back on the mound, return to pure form. And thanks, man, for the awesome gem that you threw on May 18th. It was an awesome game against the Mariners. Stayed up late to watch that one. Especially got glued to the TV when I saw heading in the 7th and 8th innings, he had not given up a hit, and he definitely finished it off and got that no-hitter. So it was really cool to see. A huge part of Tigers history here in terms of no-hitters and some of the other phenom pitchers that we've seen, Justin Verlander, Jack Morris, Virgil Trucks, a number of these guys that have thrown no-hitters and that have gone down in Tigers history. So really awesome piece here to add the ticket stub, which has been signed and authenticated from that no-hitter game. Definitely another one of my favorite pieces that I've added this summer. All right, guys, so a couple of in-person autographs that I've been getting throughout the season at Comerica Park. This one is none other than the bench coach for the Boston Red Sox, Will Venable. For those that probably know, Will was a major leaguer himself. I believe is an infielder, solid ball player. Nothing too huge offensively, but pretty solid defensively, and obviously carried on his career with the Red Sox and Major League Baseball. So it was really cool to sign this for me. One thing I will say is it's been super difficult to get autographs in the stadium this year. There's literally only like two areas, one on the visitor side, one on the home side, where there's a little netting where you can try to push baseballs or cards through, but it's been a struggle, and everybody now knows about it. So literally right once the gates open, everybody flocks there. Not super easy to get in-person autographs. I've had a lot more success at the beginning of the season rather than what I've been getting lately, but this was a pretty cool. So this was a nice addition here, Mr. Will Venable. Couple other good ones. This is Mr. Juan Nieves. He's on the coaching staff for the Tigers. I actually had a no-no or a no-hitter in his career, so that's pretty cool. So didn't play the longest time, but definitely an established veteran and part of the Tigers coaching staff and MLB history. So I thought that was pretty cool. And Mr. Buck Farmer, and was a fan of Buck, and unfortunately Tigers designated him for assignment. I think he is now with the Texas Rangers system after a couple of different stints here in Detroit. Had some great seasons in the bullpen and then just couldn't seem to get it back together this year. And as we know, baseball can be extremely volatile, and you're in one day and then you're out the next. So unfortunately, out here for Mr. Farmer, but definitely appreciated all the contributions that he had here in Detroit. A couple of other pieces, some private signings. So Mr. Jose Urena, who started off as a starting pitcher, may now be looking at a dual role in the rotation and the bullpen, depending on what A.J. Hinch wants to do, but was signed as a free agent from the Miami Marlins. Had some ups and downs here this year, but got this through a private signing at a local autograph place that we have here in the Metro Detroit area. And one of my favorites, Jeimer Candelario, a.k.a. the Candyman, third baseman for the Tigers, has put up some pretty solid offensive numbers, some great defensive plays, was really pulling for him this year, and he seems to be responding pretty well. So hopefully he'll be a fixture of the young and upcoming Tigers teams of the next few years. But always excited to add the Candyman, and cool inscription here as well. So some great ads here, guys. All right, it's giveaway time. So let's go ahead here. And as you can see, we've got entries in here on these little yellow sticky notes. So anybody that commented on a video, a baseball video from the last giveaway all the way up to this one has been entered. So quite a few nice entries in here as well. So I'm going to literally close this up, shake it like crazy, and then I'm going to have Stephanie pull two names out. We're going to have two winners. And some folks that comment, you get multiple entries. So obviously the more you engage and the more you respond, the more opportunities you have. So Stephanie, why don't you pull a first sticky here for me and place it on the table, and I'll read it off here. All right, so our first winner, second place, because there are two giveaways here. The first one is Jason VT Sports Guy. So Jason, congratulations on the giveaway here, and I will show you what you've won here in just a second. If you want, I'm going to flash up on the screen here my email address, so you can email me at tictacgo2020@yahoo.com. Shoot me your Addy, and I will get your one prize here over to you. And in the meantime, let me shake this up again. And then Steph is going to pull one more name for the number one giveaway. This was number 2. Here comes number 1. So Steph, why don't you reach in there? Just pull one.
Sorry, they're sticking together.
Yep. And okay. And the other one is Max's Corner. So believe it or not, and ironically, featured Max today in the video, and he is one of our lucky winners. So congrats, Max. So first prize here for Jason, it's going to be a slabbed Beckett card, graded 10. It's a Salvador Perez purple 2018 Topps Toys R Us card. These are pretty limited. They are not given away everywhere. From what I've been told, it's kind of an exclusive thing that happens in the Midwest. So being from the Midwest myself, thought this would be kind of cool to give out to somebody that may not be able to get it from somewhere else in the country. So Salvi's an awesome catcher, right? Put up some great numbers. Was an all-star again this year. Was in the home run derby, which was pretty cool. And just a really great overall player here as well. Signed for me 2 years ago in person in Minnesota, actually, when the Royals were in town, and I was on business and went and caught a Twins Royals game at night. So a really good guy. So really cool. So congrats, Jason. Make sure you shoot me an email, tictacgo2020@yahoo.com. And my friend Max, here we go. Mr. Gaylord Perry. So it's a Hall of Fame inscription on here. Not sure if you have them or not, but wanted to give away a pretty nice signed baseball today. So you can see here, signed in blue, Mr. Gaylord Perry, Hall of Fame. So Max, again, email me as well, tictacgo2020@yahoo.com. Thanks for the awesome trade again, and congrats. Excited to see you win. Appreciate all of you guys always tuning in, leaving comments, engaging, sharing the channel, subscribing, all that good stuff. Couple of big announcements that I'm going to have here in the next couple of weeks of some personal projects that I'm going to be working on and kind of aspiring to. Some more to come on that. But, let me know what you guys like to see, what you want to see more of or what you want to have me kind of focus in on. But hopefully you guys have been enjoying the videos. Hard to believe that the season's already almost done. We're turning the corner into September here later this week. But again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and next video we will start the giveaway series again. I'm not going to name a time frame yet for that, but I will put some thought process behind when we will kick that off. So probably the next video I will feature the first question that will earn you entries for that next giveaway. Again, sorry for the delays on these two, but congrats to our two winners. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, doing everything that you do. As I always say, hope your mailboxes have been good to you. Take care, and we'll chat real soon, guys. Thanks so much.